Parts of the brain involved in memory. This was done by Team 2, by myself, Bethany, Jasmine, and Kassey.
The prefrontal cortex, also known as the PFC, is located in the frontal lobe of the brain and consists of subregions. It is known as the command center allocating goal-oriented behavior. The PFC uses working memory, temporarily storing information, retaining, and then communicating between itself and other parts of the brain to help carry out executive functions. The PFC is also involved with long-term memory, specifically explicit memory, but can also be linked to implicit memory. The prefrontal cortex carries out somatic tasks through explicit memory. A somatic working memory system supports language comprehension and other tasks by encoding and receiving information, allowing for the retention of individual word meanings before they are integrated into a full thought while resolving somatic interference between words in a sentence. The PFC temporarily holds and actively processes word meanings and general knowledge before sending that information to various parts of the brain for storage. The PFC also uses episodic memory to recall long-term memories. It works with the hippocampus and relies on working memory to recall specific past events with details like time and place.
The hippocampus is involved with memory. First, we have two hippocampi, one on each side of our brains, located in the temporal lobe, which is near your temples and ear. The hippocampus is what turns on or turns short-term memories into long-term ones by organizing those memories, then storing them into different parts of our brain, and then retrieving them later on from our brain. It also helps you learn about your surroundings, and that can include things like pathways and taking specific routes, which is spatial memory. It also helps you remember what words to say, which is verbal memory. Another function of the hippocampus is the declarative or explicit memories, which are related to facts and events, like learning to memorize a speech or remembering a close relative or friend's birthday. An injury, brain trauma, or certain health conditions can harm how the hippocampus works, making it harder to form new memories or process details like names, dates, and places. Some common conditions may also impair the ability of the hippocampus to do its job. A few of those can be Alzheimer's, amnesia, schizophrenia, and PTSD.
The amygdala is a small part of the brain responsible for managing and processing emotions. It helps store and recall emotionally charged experiences. It can also strengthen memories, making them more vivid and long-lasting. It also signals our fight or flight response and works very closely with the hippocampus.
The cerebellum is located in the posterior part of the brain, below the cerebrum and above the brainstem. The cerebellum is imperative part of the brain for the development of motor skills and long-term implicit memories. The cerebellum collects, stores, and retrieves motor memories and also contributes to working memory. It is responsible for fine-tuning learned motor skills and through classical conditioning to establish procedural memories. Examples of procedural memories include walking, riding a bike, brushing your teeth, or playing an instrument, and much more. Procedural memories require no thought to carry out and are difficult to explain how to do, simply because we just do them without consciously thinking about it.
This would be our word search. We went through and collected a lot of the keywords from our presentation, and there will be a total of 11 words to find in this word search. This is our reference page. All the references are on per slide, but I did want to make an optional slide at the end with all of the references in alphabetical order.